to ya. Potato salad! We still on for lunch? Great! Sliced bread. You're the best thing I've seen since, well, you know. Oh, hello! Don't think I forgot about you. Friendly at Fareway. It's more than just a name.
Derek, what's the guarantee? Derek?
Mike, time to make history. Players in Circa Million make 5 picks against the spread each week with quarterly and full season payouts.
Circa Survivor entries choose one team each week with no point spread. The last one standing wins it all.
We have $21 million on the line. Are you in? Visit circasports.com for details.
2 guys, 2 Chris's, 1 network. Iowa everywhere. It's time for 2 Guys with Chris Williams and Chris Hassel. Presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery from the Channel Seed Studios. Where? Everywhere. Live and always on demand at Iowa Everywhere.
I love Matt Van Winkle. Don't get me wrong. He's like a little brother to me. I was excited about today's show. Andrew Downs is producing. Hassel's back from Italy.
Yeah. Is this the first time Downs is producing this show?
I believe so.
I think it is.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
I know you did the show on Monday. Great job. I enjoyed it. I watched it on the plane ride back from Milan yesterday.
Downs, last time we've been on the morning together was Miller and Dace.
That's right. Yeah, you were the first one to ever put me on the air.
Goddamn right I did. I'm like, this freaking talented dude. Let's get
I was
his ass.
the silent producer. You had to come in and do the whole show just by yourself. Like 3 minutes before we went on the air, you were like, "Hey, I'm just gonna talk to you for some of this." I was like, "Okay." And yeah, the rest is history, man.
What year would that have been? Like 2009,
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2009, 2010, maybe. I moved to Murph and Andy in 2010.
You know what I remember about? I think it was that day. I don't know if you remember this. You guys, you have to remember too. Like in 2009, I had only been an Iowa State fan for like, I don't know, 5 years.
You're a
6
Johnny
years,
come lately,
right? So I went off in the 7 o'clock hour, I believe, of that show. I'm like, why do Iowa State fans still like Cale Sanderson?
Wow.
Well, I mean, he just left him.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, it kind of pissed me off. Like, this
Do
is
they
your
like
own-
him now? I mean,
he's fine. I get why he did it now. I didn't have the perspective then, though, is what I'm saying. He went there to Penn State because of all the resources that he could get to win national. I get it now. I'm saying when I'm in my mid-20s and I had just become an Iowa State fan, and I'm not that big of a wrestling guy anyways, and you would have thought that, you know, I had launched a nuclear bomb that day. And I brought it up. I remember it. It was like at like 7:45 too, and then all the.
Yeah, you basically dropped a bomb and then went home.
Anyways, good to have Downs here. Van Winks is on vacation. Everybody's on. I think he was going to Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yep. Okay.
And then you don't even know this. It won't impact you. I'm going to still do the show next week. I'm going to go down to the lake for a few days this weekend. Everybody is just on vacation right now. Like, these are like the 2 weeks where everybody's just gone. How in the hell was Italy? It's almost as if you look like even more of a national television star now that you're back. Are you wearing makeup?
Honestly, I feel too good to even be on this show. It was it was a whirlwind trip. It was quicker than usual. We did 6 nights there, but it was fun. I got some pictures to show you, Andrew. Why don't you? So this is so Matt Berry's the king of the blue cheese olive vodka martini. Okay, and I love those too.
Really?
So they don't have like blue cheese stuffed olives there. A lot of their olives are still pitted. So we asked for, could we just get like a slice of, like a little tiny slice of blue cheese and we can stuff our own olives at this place right on the water in Lake Como. And they gave us a Cheesecake Factory slice of blue cheese. I mean, so fresh. And I was sticking my fingers in there, pulling out the cheese, stuffing those olives, and the waiters couldn't believe what we were doing.
How much did that cost you?
The cheese was €20. This was a pretty
That's respectable.
Compared to some of the places we went, this was a pretty cheap meal. But I probably had 25 blue cheese stuffed olives at that one meal.
That is a meal.
A meal in itself. Yeah.
That cheese is pretty dense.
Oh, it's dense, baby. Then you stick it inside that olive. The olives over there are incredible.
I didn't even know that this was a thing.
What, blue cheese stuffed olives?
Yeah, and you put it in your drink?
Yeah, in the martini.
I'll be damned. But doesn't the cheese make the drink look a little like there's residue in there?
It can be. The little cheese can make it a little bit cloudier.
Yeah. Because I would think that would take away from the drink.
No,
Just
it
the
adds
visual.
to the drink.
It dirties it up a little bit.
Yeah, you want it. You want it a little dirty.
Really?
Yeah.
A little
you
dirty
wouldn't
martini.
know. You wouldn't know, you sick son of a bitch. This was at a place in Milan, this picture. That is the wine list.
God.
It's bigger than a Bible. There were 2 different ones. And I'm smiling, but I'm pissed. Because I would love to just get... I like restaurants you go in, and it's like, we've got this in a glass, this in a glass, this in a glass. There's one Cabernet that's in a glass. Everything else is in a bottle. It was so intense, I couldn't even order a glass of wine. I never had a glass of wine the whole time I was in Italy because of this. Because the lists,
fatigue.
Yeah, the lists are just too big. There's no way you can make your way through it, and nobody did.
It's a difficult life you live, Hassel.
It was tough. Yeah, it was tough. We did get our hands on some
a joint,
some European lung darts. Matt
Looks
Berry
like
and
you're
I
smoking a joint.
Yeah, they're skinnier. So we bummed a couple cigs off.
Is that a Virginia Slim?
Off some locals who couldn't speak English. I tried to give them some money for it, and they wouldn't accept it. But not all, but most of the people there, the younger people especially, smoke these Italian cigarettes that they're skinnier than ours. And everybody is in shape. Everybody looks good. Everybody's skinny. They walk everywhere. They eat this great food. Look, I drank my face off. I'm smoking cigarettes. I was never hungover.
God.
Got up every day, worked out.
Wish I could say the same about Vegas.
I don't know what it is, because I know that the food is cleaner over there. I know that, like, the wine, for instance, it has completely different standards than the wine we have in the United States, and that's a lot. But I wasn't drinking wine.
So you didn't get, like, Boone's Farm or, Barefoot or anything like that?
No, they didn't have that out there. But I was drinking whiskey drinks. Like, this is me with I've got a paper plane there. It's got whiskey and Aperol.
That looks lovely. You're on a boat. You're wearing your
That's
loafers.
not a boat. So that is the beach bar at our hotel.
That's not a beach bar.
Yeah, it is.
That's not a beach bar.
It's right on the beach. It's a bar restaurant right on the beach, right outside our hotel.
Wow, that's really nice.
And that was my favorite place of the trip.
Yeah, that looks lovely.
That's the same place. Just
what is this contraption?
So that's what I drank the most of, and that's what a very popular drink there. It is the Aperol Spritz. They have all different kinds of spritzes. I prefer
what is a
the
spritz?
Aperol.
Is it like a seltzer?
It is. So they put in, I think it's like club soda, prosecco, and then Aperol, or so they have a Campari Spritz. So it has prosecco and club soda, and then whatever other darker alcohol you want to put in there. It's very refreshing. You can drink it in the middle of the day when you're sitting in the sun and it's 90 degrees. The weather was perfect. There was no humidity. Didn't rain on us at all. There's me. I had just gotten done swimming in the spa.
Interesting towel placement I was noticing earlier.
Well,
because it's like halfway covering you up. It's like you're trying to get your pecs to like pop out.
Where else would you put it? Look how long the towel is. It's hanging all the way down to almost my ankles.
Is that a European thing? Long towels?
I guess. It's a long-ass towel. I could have covered my boobs with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this was this next picture. This is the worst part of the trip. I'm smiling, but you can tell
God. You're at some shoe store.
Yeah, you can tell I'm not showing teeth. So
why did you guys go? Just make them go on their own. There's two women there. They can go shopping. You guys stay at the bar.
Well, this was an area of Milan with all of the real foo-foo shops, and there are no bars in this area. It is just high-end shop after high-end shop after high-end shop.
Did you not trust your wife to go by herself?
No. What we did was we walked from our hotel in Milan. We stayed in Milan the last day. It was just one day in Milan, and we walked down. We wanted to see like the Duomo and some of the cool stuff that they have down there in old school Milan. So while we're walking there, the girls see these shops, and Matt too. Matt goes into the Rolex store, asking about Rolexes.
Just tell him to get an Apple Watch like everybody else.
So this was. The girls had disappeared into this shoe store, and we were just waiting outside and waiting outside and waiting outside and waiting outside. And then we're like, oh, God.
Did you go to Musk?
Too long. What's Musk? Elon?
No, from Milan to Musk.
Oh,
like
no,
Rochelle,
I didn't go to Musk. But so we go in that shoe store, and they're in there in this private room, and they've got all these shoes out. And sure enough, my wife has found
$1,000
a pair of shoes. It was not $1,000.
$1,200. Was it $1,200?
No, it was 400 euro, which is 500 American, basically.
It's an expensive pair of shoes.
Yeah. But it was her one purchase, and
she's worth it. She puts up with your ass.
And Matt's wife bought 2 pairs. So Ashley,
what's that ESPN versus CBS thing?
I mean, there you go. It's doubled up. So I'm just this picture is taken after I already know she's buying it. It took like another 25 minutes in this place after she already said she was buying the shoes to when we could actually get the hell out of there. Because then they brought in like, would you like some sparkling water? How about some Prosecco?
That'll be $25.
And then they brought out these little chocolate candies, and I don't know what the hell took so long.
Fake Bob Vanderplatz wants to know, is that like an Italian shoe carnival? You're at right there?
Yeah, basically, yes. Yes.
Your wife and Matt's wife, they should have gotten some buy one, get one deal.
Right, for buying 3 pair?
Yeah. You buy 2, you get the 3rd pair free.
You get some kind of tax credit for not being an Italian citizen. But
tax credit. Jeez.
The coolest part of the whole trip for
Their
me,
whole life is a tax credit. They don't even have like a military. We pay for all that. Why do you think they can do all this cool stuff all the time? They don't have to work.
This was the
it's
coolest
like all
part.
of Europe.
The clay tennis court, shut your ass up, behind the hotel.
Offended.
That's our hotel in the background. The lake is just down the valley. So this tennis court overlooks the hotel and the lake, and you can just go borrow a racket and some balls and play. And Matt and I played a whole set. Look at that thing. Look at that view.
I don't play tennis.
I don't either.
But were you just like popping balls off and flying into these people's drinks and stuff?
I only hit one over the top. It didn't take long to kind of dial it in. And we played a very nice game. He got up 4-1. I had a furious comeback, tied things up at 5.
See, yeah, I'm more of a beer pong guy, but I'm glad that you played tennis.
How different is clay tennis than like hard court? I've seen them, but I've never actually
yeah,
walked on one of those
it's so much
courts.
better. So I thought that our shoes would get all dirty, and Matt was wearing white shoes. It didn't. Our shoes did not get dirty at all.
Not rusty or anything.
No. But it is. It bounces just like concrete would, but it's softer. It's more forgiving, I think, on the joints. And it's really cool. Like you think that the ball is going to get all sloppy. It didn't. We had a blast. We probably played for an hour and a half, and I think that is going to be my lasting impression of this trip. Was just the uniqueness of that.
Playing tennis on clay.
Yeah. I'm not a tennis guy, but I've never even seen a clay court. Have you?
No.
I don't think they have those in the United States. I mean, that's where the French Open is where they do the clay court for the the tennis majors. But I guess there is an indoor clay court in central Iowa somewhere, according to All Gas No Breakfast. But it was an awesome trip.
I'm glad you had fun. We missed you in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, this last picture here.
I thought you said you didn't get hungover.
I'm not hungover in this picture. This was
what the hell is going on?
This was on our flight over there. So since I have the highest status at Delta for all the traveling I've done the last several years, one of the perks is a free global upgrade. So we got upgraded to Delta One, lay flat beds.
Oh, God, that sounds awesome.
They bring you this mask and earplugs. So we get on this flight on. It was last Thursday night, and as soon as it takes off, I go lay flat, I'm out. And I sleep the entire 8-hour flight from New York to Milan. And this was me as I put my seat up. My wife took a picture of me seconds after I woke up here in Italy, ready to get the day started.
Well, it sounds like you had a wonderful time.
And yes, Lost Out West asks, please tell me you went to the Delta One Lounge in JFK. Yes. So that's where that picture was taken.
You were obsessed with this.
Of me and my wife with the drinks. So there's the Delta Lounge, right? Which is awesome. I mean, I go to Delta Lounges all the time. There is a new Delta One Lounge at JFK and I think 2 or 3 other airports. It's unbelievable. It's like the highest class lounge I've ever been in. You have to be obviously on Delta One flying international, but they're making these like $20 cocktails and it's all free. The food was incredible. It's just unbelievable.
Did you have to tip?
We left a $50 tip because this bartender was fantastic. But if you ever have the opportunity to fly Delta One somewhere, it is a must to go JFK Delta One Lounge and get all the perks, baby.
How was the meat situation over in Italy? Could they use some Fareway?
They could, but I was pleasantly surprised. They did it. They did it well. They did it right. It's more expensive than here, but
did they have any skinless brats?
They did not have skinless brats. And in fact, one of the restaurants we ordered. My wife and I both ordered the USA prime beef, and the waiter was not happy. Not happy at all.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a fish place. But
why was the waiter unhappy? Like, it's your choice.
Because it was like the one beef thing on the menu. Because nobody else is ordering beef there. I think it's mostly fish that people get at this
So, like,
place.
they get offended if you order
Yeah.
beef?
In fact, the night before, we were at this restaurant, and this was in Lake Como. And this was a crazy experience. So it's basically this guy's house, okay, overlooking the lake, and he's our waiter. And
it's like a bed and breakfast?
No, it just seems like a restaurant, but it's like his property, his house. He sleeps in there somewhere, but it looks like a restaurant. And he's telling us, he's got these olive trees. He picks everything by hand, and he's got all these gardens. And all Matt Berry wants is this spicy pasta. It's all he wants on the menu. And the waiter tells him he can't order it because it would be too much food. He basically told us what we were going to order for an appetizer.
I like that.
And a first course. So we wanted to do this. It was like Prosecco risotto, but we wanted one serving of it. He said, no, you got to have two. You got to have two servings. You got to have two servings
Did
of that.
the risotto leave you satisfied?
Oh, I was satisfied after the risotto. I was full after the risotto. So he tells him he can't order this pasta. Too much food. You can't order that. So I order the pasta because he didn't tell me that. I get the pasta. Matt orders something else that he doesn't even like.
So he didn't think Matt's teeny tiny little tummy could handle it?
No.
But he thought you could. He thought you were
he knew
manly
I
enough
could.
to handle the spicy pasta.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was great, but he made us order too many appetizers.
Oh, yeah.
They're very. They can be pushy over there. They can.
Well, I need all these
you into
tips.
decisions.
I'm going to Ireland in like 20 days.
Yeah, get some euro, and remember, the euro is more valuable than the U.S. dollar. So I mean, if you spend $400, 400 euro, it's like $500. So that'll add up over the week and a half that you're spending there. It'll play with your mind. Oh, this is only 15 euro. Okay.
I'm really stressed out about Ireland. We have plenty of time to talk about that, though. I'll let you help me prep as we get closer. We are presented by Fareway Meat and Grocery in the Channel Seed Studios. Van Winkle, real quick. We just have to get this out of the way.
I want to hear about your trip to
travel story.
Vegas.
Well, it was great. I got on one of those blackjack heaters. You've been with me when I'm on one of those.
Did you find what's her name? Zumo? What's her name?
Zumier.
Yeah.
Zumier is I've asked every dealer on Fremont Street if they know where she is, and she has disappeared, and I'm a little bit concerned.
Really?
New administration.
Oh no. You think ICE got her?
I don't know. But she wasn't there. The last time I was there, they sent me to the Nugget to look for her, and I did find Nancy. You remember Nancy?
No.
Nancy at Binion's? Yeah. And she told me the last she heard Zumier was at the Nugget. I couldn't find her at the Nugget. Nonetheless, I got on one of those heaters, and you've been with me when that's happening. And then, I bet I drank a gallon of Jack Daniels that night, the night before we left. It would have been Monday night. Oh, my God. But it was great playing $10 tables. That's the way to go. Had a great time at Circa. It was a lot of fun. Caught up with so many of our media friends. Went with our buddy Aaron up to the Legacy Club for a night in Circa, which was really cool. This is me watching the NASCAR race right when we got to town on Sunday, which was awesome.
Well, they actually put the NASCAR on the bigger screen.
Denny Hamlin
baseball.
plus 550, winner.
Nice.
Chicken dinner.
I had fun watching that NASCAR race with you there.
That was a blast that night. We all won huge, so of course you had fun.
But like this time of year, when it's just baseball, I guess there's WNBA. I mean, there's nothing like a college football day at Circa or a college basketball day.
Yeah. These guys who are just hanging on every pitch of a random MLB game. Like, I wonder how many thousands of dollars they had on this like Dodgers game. It was crazy.
That's the only way you can make baseball interesting is to put thousands of dollars on it.
So Van Winkle's great. He loves Vegas. When you weren't there with him the last time, but Van Winkle's known to be.
It's kind of like he gets to take off the ball and chain.
Yes.
And just go nuts.
He's prone to be sitting at the Circa blackjack tables at 5:00 in the morning, and he's the guy too, Matt. Matt's like, I got $20 burning in my pocket. I'm gonna go sit down and just play one hand, see what happens. Like that's the type that Matt is. So we're getting on the plane to go back, and I had gone and gotten a sandwich, I just wanted something light because I needed to soak up all that Jack D from the night before. And we're getting onto the plane, and Van Winkle has a large pizza box. And like while we're waiting in line, we're flying Southwest because you gotta like line up, you know.
Oh God.
Van Winkle's just sitting there shoving pizza in his mouth, like while we're all waiting. And I'm like, "Are you taking that on the flight?"
He really did take the whole pizza on the plane.
He took the whole pizza onto the flight.
What? Were you guys in a hurry?
No, he had the pizza box for like 45 minutes before, and it was almost as if he waited
God
to take
damn it.
like as like a trophy.
This would, if I was sitting next to that, I'd be so pissed off. Like, I get it. If you have got a tight connection somewhere and you just got to grab something and go. But I always, anytime I do that, I'm just grabbing like a sandwich that has no smell. I'm not going to like a fried chicken place or a pizza place. You have to have respect for the people around you on these flights.
No respect.
The smell of that pizza.
He sat at our gate for at least 30 minutes with that pizza in his lap.
Why would he do that? I've never understood that about people who, and they also, a lot of times, they won't eat it until the flight gets up in the air. Like, they won't eat it when everybody's boarding. They'll let it sit there, and they'll let that stench waft.
The only positive is that because again, this is Southwest, so you pick where you sit, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody sat by us.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a full flight?
It was damn full, but like everybody...
No wonder nobody sat by you.
Everybody chose not to because of Van Winkle's pizza.
He needed an extra seat for the pizza.
It was a huge box, too. Like, it wasn't...
Did he eat the whole thing?
Yeah, he ate the whole thing. And the flight attendant was annoyed because she had to, like, find room in the trash for this thing.
Wait, yeah, how do you fit that in a trash can on
You
the plane?
can't. Those teeny tiny little trash bins and their little thingamajigs that they're putting up and down the aisle, you know, they doesn't fit in that.
No.
And then he didn't eat the crust, so it's like got lumpy stuff like floating around in it.
Jesus Christ.
So, no, we had a good time. Stadium swim was great.
So what were you there for? 2 nights?
Yeah, just 2 nights. I wish I could have stayed a little longer, but too much.
How did
going
you
on.
guys sit outside in the middle of the day and do that
hot.
show on Monday?
It was hot. Now, granted, it's a dry heat.
Yeah, I get it, but still.
Downs, we are living in a rainforest right now.
Oh man, it's ridiculous.
I don't want to be hyperbolic, and correct me if I am, but this is as humid and like of a stretch as I ever remember.
Yeah, I don't remember it like this. Like every morning you wake up and all the windows are just condensed. It's like fog. I don't wear glasses, but I've seen people walk out and their glasses just fog up immediately.
Yeah. It's like that every day in the summer down here.
It's sticky.
We've had damn near like hurricane type winds. Like last night we had this massive front come through. It's just like normal now. I don't know. It's been weird. But it didn't feel that hot based on what we were coming from, if that makes sense.
Sure.
However, by the end of these shows, you know, I'm sweating through my shirt. It was one of those.
I just don't get why. Who is scheduling all this shit in Vegas in the middle of summertime? Like, I know why Circa wants people to come to sign up for the stuff, right? But
I'm in millions, baby. Got into millions.
Big Ten Media Days in Vegas. Like, we've got a bunch of people out there from CBS, and like you can't go outside. Or NBA Summer League is out there too. Why are we doing this stuff in Vegas in the middle of summer?
I don't know, but it was like the Big 12 wasn't there this year, and the Big Tens is like, we're going, baby. It kind of works because there's so much of the sports betting thing out there, and they love it, right?
Well,
like
I understand why they love it.
Look, they brought me Hawkeye expert Chris Williams onto VSiN. It's on my spot on there.
What'd they ask you?
Just Big 10, Big 12 stuff.
Iowa's going today at Media Days,
yeah,
right?
they are today. Yeah. That's too long. Like, I know they have 18 teams. You got to get these events done in 2 days. You lose my
SEC goes 4 days. Is Big Ten going 4 days?
Yeah, they all are. I get it. It's just a lot with all these teams. Downs and I went off on this when he filled in for you the other day, but all these freaking polls now, I'm just losing my patience.
Well, that's what happens when you don't have a real poll, is that everybody else, like, we did a fucking poll on the Big 12 because the Big 12 isn't doing it anymore.
I bet a couple people asked me, why did I leave before Kirk Ferentz even speaks? Well, 2 reasons. One, I didn't even go to the media day. Okay. I went to Circa and did shows from there, and I was helping them promote their Millions and their Survivor. Y'all should sign up and play against me. 2, I can watch Kirk Ferentz on TV today. Kirk Ferentz and the Iowa players are not going to give me any insight that,
We're not even hearing from Mark Gronowski.
Yeah, that's a big pet peeve. Downs and I were talking about this the other day, I think off the air. Like, it should almost be, now that these guys are making millions of dollars.
Yeah,
like,
we
it
should get
be,
to choose who we hear from.
Well, because I'm reading this Christine Brennan book about the WNBA right now, and like, if you are any WNBA player, and you could be on the 12th person on the bench. If you are requested to speak to the media, you are required to. And if you don't, you are fined.
And that player is making far less than every player on the Iowa football team.
Yes. So I guess back in the day, it used to be like given to these guys as a reward. Oh, you get to go and represent your program at Media Day. Well, now it's like, I don't know. This seems like it would probably do Mark Gronowski some good to be there as well, right? He's trying to prop up his name, image, and likeness, and he's really the only person we really want to hear from at Iowa, right?
Yes, yeah, the only one I want to hear from. And
I want to see this guy. I want to see him talk.
It's not like he's too busy rehabbing or whatever. Wasn't he just? I saw he did something with Barstool.
Yeah, he was just on a Barstool. He and one of the linemen were just on a Barstool podcast.
He was playing
in studio.
He was playing
to check that out.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, they were like in studio. I don't know if that's in Chicago that they do that or New York, but yeah, they were in studio. I was surprised to see that.
Yeah. So if I would have stayed for 4 days in Las Vegas, I would have been doing the exact same programming that I'm doing right now, which is why, like, when I go to the Big 12, I'll go the day that Iowa State's there, and the big value for me is to just hang out with them. Like, Kirk Ferentz isn't going to talk to me like Matt Campbell does. Okay,
Right.
Just being honest with you guys. We got Doc there. Doc's handling it. Had a couple beers with Doc at Mega Bar. That was fun. Good to see him. This Tony Petitti stuff, I feel like this is really the only like newsy thing that we've really seen.
Yeah, really, with media days anymore, it's like all you really care about is if a coach goes off.
Yes.
Or if it's not that, it's whatever the commissioner says.
The value is...
we rarely hear from this Petitti. Sorry.
Petitti. He got killed for this comment. Get your opinion. I'll read the quote.
This was ridiculous.
He says, if you're 6-3 in the Big Ten, I would argue that that's a good record. If you stumble in the non-conference, I don't know why that would disqualify you from playoff contention.
Okay, the first part of that is fine. 6-3 in the Big Ten, yeah, that's good. Like for Iowa, that'd be a good. That's a good record for Iowa. But
Oregon,
that doesn't mean you're a playoff team. Like, so what he's saying here is that if you go 8-4. You should be in the college football playoff. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. You shouldn't be able to lose 3 conference games and be in the college football playoff. Like you should be really lucky to get that. And what he keeps saying about how, hey, if we do the 4 automatic qualifiers, we're not being handed anything. We've got to go through this gauntlet of our conference and then you have to win a play-in game to get there. Come on. You're not fooling anybody. we cannot water it down that much to where an Iowa team from last year would have been one win away from the college football playoff.
In Petitti's argument, if you listen to him, like he did that in-depth podcast with Joel Klatt, which I thought was pretty good. I wish Joel would have pushed him a little bit more, but whatever. I understand the relationship there. His point is, to be fair to him, he's saying he wants as many teams having a chance to go to the playoff as late into the season as possible.
Then do what? Who the hell was it that said a couple weeks ago? Let's do we should have a 32-team playoff. Well, why not do 68 teams then?
Mm-hmm.
If you want everybody to have a chance to play for it at the end of the year,
that's his
just
point.
Put everybody in.
Downs, see what Downs. What do you think? You're more of a Big Ten guy, probably. Like, are we missing something here on this? Okay.
No.
What do you?
It's going to be watered down. That's why I think it's dumb to go to 16. I think
Yes.
12 is probably.
I think
too
most
many.
people are realizing now, Downs, that,
Yeah.
that you know what, 12. Let's stick here and see what it's like.
Yeah, let's at least see how this feels because like yesterday on Murph and 80, they brought up, hey, Iowa last year was close to the playoff, and it's like, well, Boise State was in the playoff. They didn't have a chance to win the national championship. They weren't one of the best teams in the country. There aren't 12 teams worthy of a national championship,
especially
every year.
now.
There certainly aren't 16. So if you expand to 16, you're going to get teams in that feel like they shouldn't be there, but there aren't 16 teams worthy of winning a national championship.
And again, like think back to that weekend in December last year when the playoffs started and we were all so excited. It's like Notre Dame and Indiana on a Friday night, and all these games are just blowouts. And we came back on Monday, bro. Oh, well, that was a letdown.
But
like, imagine a 24-team playoff or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem more than, for me anyway, more than it being too many teams and so many teams don't even have a chance to win it, it's teams that are really good that lose 2 or 3 games will just never miss the playoff. Like Alabama will never miss the playoff. Mm-hmm. Ohio State will never miss. No matter what they do in the regular season, they are going to make the playoff. And last year, Ohio State won the championship. They would not have been in the 4-team playoff because they didn't have a great regular. They lost to Michigan. They would not have been in the 4-team playoff, yet because we expanded to 12, they had more breathing room, and they are a great team, elite, most talented team in the country. They got in, and they won the whole damn thing. So we would see more of that. That's my issue would be if we went to 16, I think you would have years where Alabama comes in as like the number 14. They may have had a couple stumbles in the regular season, but then all of a sudden, boom, that doesn't matter because now they're in the playoff and they can win the whole damn thing.
Like we say often on this show, the games have to matter.
Mm-hmm.
And
wins and losses have to matter.
Yeah,
yes, wins and losses have to matter.
However you set it up, like whatever these guys decide to do, whatever, but the games have to matter. It's like I hate comparing college to the NFL because it's so different. I don't want another NFL. Like it's the last thing I want with college football. But like when you watch an NFL football game, if it's in October or if it's in November or if it's all the games matter, right? Like just the way it's set up, they all matter, even when you're out of contention because it matters because of the draft, right? What's your order going to be? And it's so subjective, and I don't even know how you get around that, to be honest with you. But the
Big Ten wants to take all of the power away from the committee.
Compare it to like Indiana last year, okay? Or Arizona State's probably a better because they were picked. Well, they were both picked so horribly, right? Like, nobody thought they would be good. Think of the benefit of doubt that they would have had with like 2 losses compared to, like you said, Ohio State.
Well, Arizona State got the automatic bid, or else they wouldn't have been in.
Correct. I'm just saying, like, my point in general. And this is kind of what Yormark was saying when he's like, I'm getting rid of the poll. Because you're exactly right. Like, it doesn't matter if Bama lost to Vanderbilt or if they lost to Georgia. They'll always get the benefit of doubt come early December because they're Alabama. Mm-hmm. And this is what I talked to the guys on VSiN about. This drives me crazy about our sport right now. I feel like all of us are guilty of this to an extent. if you just look, say, Indiana and Illinois, or Penn State, really. I think Penn State's the best example of this, okay? What is the thing when anybody talks about Penn State football? They go, oh, Franklin can't win the big one, right? Like, that's the thing that everybody goes to. You're not wrong. He hasn't traditionally in the past. But if you just look at what they have coming back, what they did a year ago, just talent like NFL guys across the board. If Penn State was Alabama with Kalen DeBoer, who has never won it big at Alabama, they would be an odds-on favorite where everybody is picking them to win the national championship. Now, hear me out. The point I'm going with is that we have to look at this as like, it's all different now. Penn State had 12 guys probably pass up on the NFL to come back and make more money in Happy Valley. It's not the same thing as like, oh, Franklin can't beat Harbaugh in Michigan. Like,
Right.
Is it really that he's a bad coach, or did he just not have as good of players then, and now he does? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, and that's like the games matter. But you see the point I'm going with? Like, I just think that we're all kind of just stuck. Like, Illinois, to me, it feels like a team like that. It's like if you just looked at what they had coming back, if you give that to Wisconsin, they would be perceived completely differently.
Right.
I don't know. There you go. There's my takeaway from Big Ten meet. I'm also high on USC. That would be my.
Why?
I think that talked to a lot of people. I think that USC is a little bit of a sleeper for me. Couple of reasons. One, I'm going to do a whole CW pod on my like win-loss totals coming up here in like a week. By the way, but they're like another team to me, Chris, where it's just like, I don't know, did Lincoln Riley just start sucking as a coach, or did you just lose a lot of close games and he had to travel to frickin' Rutgers and, and do all these things for the first time like they had to do last year? I'm not just going to give up on the guy.
Well, 5 through 10, maybe even 4 through 10 in the Big Ten is just a...
It reminds me of the Big 12.
It's like the Big 12. Yeah, it's a crapshoot. Like, you see it with these different polls, Iowa's
a great example. Like, it wouldn't shock anyone if they were 4th, and it wouldn't shock me if they were 12th or 13th.
I would be shocked if they're 12th or 13th. I think they're a top 10 Big
Couldn't
Ten
you see
team,
them
but
losing 5 games by 3 points with that schedule?
yeah, I mean, sure, I could see them going 7-5.
Yeah.
I can't see them going 5-7. I think that they're
Here we go.
right there at a 8-win team, like they always are. The schedule's tougher. I think the offense is going to be better, but again, who knows with the Mark Gronowski situation.
That's in my travels in the last 2 weeks. That's my takeaway on Iowa State. Campbell now has the Ferentz reputation from the national.
They're not going to bottom out.
They won't bottom out, but nobody thinks he can win it big either. That's what the national people are telling me. They think that it's more of a respect thing for Campbell right now because Iowa State was such a bad program for so long, where Iowa had a little more oomph. Right?
I think Campbell is looked at nationally as the best coach in the Big 12.
I agree. And that's why I'm saying that it's a respect thing for him, but they disrespect Iowa State so much that they, for real, in Ames and all that stuff. They also think if Campbell leaves that Iowa State would completely bottom out.
Maybe they would.
You have no idea of knowing. But that's the national feel that Iowa State will probably be, worst case, 7-5, but they don't think they can win the Big 12.
30 days. 30 days until the opener, the Cunnilingus College Football Classic in Ireland. You're taking Cunnilingus over there, aren't you?
I reckon. We're taking it's one of those deals where it's through like an American provider, but they like tag team it. I don't know exactly how.
A partner?
I believe it's I'm with your friends from Delta actually. But
are you really?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm first class. I put the kids in the back.
Yeah,
Kidding.
You're Delta One.
Yeah.
And they're back by the lavatory.
All right, kids. We'll see you. See you in Europe. I want to thank some of our great sponsors as we continue to roll here on a Thursday, the 24th, 2005. Freedom Tire. If you go to Freedom Tire's big contest at iowaeverywhere.com, we're going to be giving away a new set of tires. Van Winks was telling me that the signups for this have been off the charts, setting records every day at iowaeverywhere.com of people wanting to do this, and then they're going to pay it forward. So if you do win, you get to choose a nonprofit of your choice to donate a set of tires to as well. That's pretty awesome. Also want to thank our friends over at Game Day Men's Health. You do have a different sense of confidence walking around Circa when you're on the tee. This is my first teed up Circa. Well, actually second. But you know, a little more confident taking your shirt off at the stadium swim.
Did you go in the water?
No. I did put my feet in the water once while I was waiting for Tim Murray to show up. And I watched a little bit of tennis on the clay. But nonetheless, if you go to Game Day Men's Health in Ankeny, come and say hi to me because I see you guys all the time, and I love it when you do that. That's where AD goes. I saw Doctorman. Doctorman looks great. Doctorman's down a lot of weight, and he's on the tee. Good to see that man kicking ass and taking names over there. You can listen to legends and listeners here on Iowa Everywhere. Cheers to the freaking weekend with our friends from Steeple Ridge Bourbon.
Cheers to the freaking weekend. Let's raise our glass of Steeple Ridge Bourbon.
This was a disaster a year ago. I've got George Niang's trivia night tonight that I have to go speak at. Those dadgum Kaburskis will be there.
Wait,
Remember
is this the event that we went to last year together?
Yeah, it was. And we drank all that Steeple Ridge. And then it was when you got all hung over and we had pictures the next day and you're all puffed up.
Well, I told you guys you can't schedule pictures in the morning. You just can't do that. That's just, that is picture taking 101. Come on. Especially when now that we're in our 40s, Murph and Andy are in their 50s. Even if you don't stay up late, even if you don't drink the night before, you're still going to be all puffed up at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, you're right. You're all puffed up. Didn't Niang just come up to you and start swearing last year? I swear. Yeah. So I'm excited. I like that. I love Niang, man. The fact that
Where's he at now? Because he was just sent. Oh, Boston,
the Celtics.
right?
Celtic, yeah.
The fact that he still comes back and God, that guy's raised millions for these nonprofits around it. It's cool. And then he's a leader. He's a natural born leader who people just want to follow and do good things for. So that's my cheers to George Niang. I look forward to
and that's tonight
helping him raise some money tonight. Yep.
Well, I have it's a weird feeling because usually you come back from a vacation and then you're right back at it. You know, you're back to work. I'm not. I came back and I'm hitting my weekend now. So, I mean, I feel like
for you.
I've got to take advantage of it, keep the train rolling, right? This is like a second vacation. I'll vacation at my house this weekend. No plans really.
Oh my God! I thought of you the other day.
The dog is still at the dog camp. We're gonna pick Nori up a little bit later on today. Looking forward to seeing her.
I thought about you the other day. Cammie went to a birthday party, and it was at the Adventureland water park. And she told me they're in the pool, and this girl just started puking everywhere in it.
What? In the Adventureland pool?
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? Like, you got to get everybody out, right?
I think. Cammie said they were just getting out, but I thought about it if I would have brought my kids to your pool. And, your reaction had one of them just vomit. What do you even do? Do you drain the whole pool?
Well, if it was in my pool, we have our pool boy comes every Wednesday and does the chemicals. So we would have to... I would get out of the pool immediately, and I would not get back in that pool until my little chemical boy came and regulated everything.
What's your pool boy's
following
name?
Wednesday? I don't know. What's the pool boy's name?
Your wife would know, huh?
What is it? Oh, she doesn't know either. We got him a Christmas gift, though.
So it's one pool boy, or is it like a company that sends multiple pool boys?
It's a company, but they send the same pool boy. He always smiles and waves.
This feels like a Real Housewives episode or something like that.
He's a good kid. Does a good job.
Nice young man.
Yeah, he changed the filter while we were gone.
Did you see this Big 12 Memphis thing when you were gone?
This seems like a perfect match. And Memphis was going to bring $200 million to the table? And the Big 12 said no? I don't get it.
I don't understand because your Mark's just begging for money everywhere. Right?
And this is a fit.
It's like a new
great basketball program.
It's like a new TV contract.
I think this is a mistake. Look, nobody's a fan of realignment and all this crap, right? But you're already in it, man. You've had, the last 2 years, you've added different teams from different areas of the country, right? It was that group from the American a couple years ago, UCFs and all that, Cincinnati's. Mm-hmm. Then you added the Four Corner schools a year ago. It just seems like you're still in that process of like figuring out who you are. You're still building. You're still trying to not go down, right? You're still fighting for your lives because you're way behind the Big Ten and the SEC. And there's always worry that you could get left even further behind because there's teams like, Miami and Clemson out there that could shake things up. This seems like it would be a great step to try and get above the ACC.
I didn't even think of it like that. I'm just looking at it like you've done dumber things to try and make a little extra scratch, and it ain't going to total $200 million.
No. But I also think it's a good ad. Those are two good programs. The men's basketball and the football programs are both they would both improve the Big 12 conference.
And the basketball thing, like with your Mark wanting to do their own TV contract coming up with basketball, like Memphis is a chess piece there. The whole thing, and they'll all come back. And I did reach out to a few people. It's like, we got to split up more pieces of the pie. Yeah.
You're already at 16, then you're going to 17.
Who gives a shit? Like, and it's not more pieces of the pie because you wouldn't have to pay them media rights dollars for like 5 years or whatever it is. It's like SMU.
It's like you're double dipping. They're paying you to get in, and you're not even having to give them any of the media rights.
I would take them and Boise right now.
Oh yeah, I'd go after Boise hard.
I would take them both right now, no questions asked. We'll figure out the rest later.
And I think if you do that, you really position yourself to be the best conference.
It makes you
outside
a
of the Big Two.
Better league. In your time zone thing, you got another one in the West. Boise, they're not as much of a national draw as they used to. I would take them right now.
Mm-hmm. And I don't care about. I see people in the comments mentioning the probation issues that might be coming the men's basketball's way. Who cares? I mean, I would not bat an eye.
What, or is it possible that that Kamish is bluffing and he's going to try and work them up to $300 million? All right, FedEx.
If that's the case, go for it. And if you add a 17th, you should add an 18th. But you should. The Big Ten's at 18.
Or you could say
nobody's going to stop.
All right, get us to $350 million. Florida State, we'll give you $100 million right now to come and join our conference with Memphis. We're giving you a $100 million bonus, Florida State. What would private equity bring to you? We're giving you $100 million of the $350 million that FedEx, and then we're going to split the other $250 million up amongst everybody else. That's a chess move.
Yeah. Memphis, that men's basketball program is a professional program. Like that would be
in a pro sports town.
Right. They love the Memphis Tigers. And we've seen what this football program does. I don't get, unless you're just, like you said, unless your Mark is trying to position this for even more money out of Memphis.
Which I don't think is the case, by the way.
I don't either.
The fact that When Brett McMurphy shoots that thing down 10 minutes after it comes out, tells you he got a text directly from the Big 12.
This, to me, seems like the Big 12, for some reason, thinks that they're better than this, and they're not.
Well, I think that's kind of the problem for a while, though. It's like, oh, we deserve 3 playoff teams some years, like your Mark would say. No, like, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, you look up and down. I admire your Mark for pushing. I do. Because that's what you have to do in his role. But I also think, like, it's a little bit like the NASCAR team that, okay, I've got 3 teams. I've got 3 drivers. 2 of them are really good, and one of them has a rich dad who's paying the bills. That happens all the time in that sport. Who can bring sponsorship dollars with them to the table to allow everybody else to thrive? That's how I would look at this.
Yeah.
Let's go long. You want to go long?
It's time to go long with Wealth Charter Retirement Planning and Tax.
Market is hot right now, by the way.
Man,
Market is hot.
I looked at my 401k for the first time in like a year last week. I couldn't believe it.
Just imagine if you were letting Tim at Wealth Charter manage all that money for you. You'd have twice as much.
It's just been nothing. Like my dad is just constantly bitching about. I'm talking about over the last year, constantly bitching about the market and all this money he's losing, and just Trump this and Trump that. I looked at I was blown away.
Wealth Charter. Well, the good thing if you go to Wealth Charter, they handle everything at once. So they'll do your taxes, they'll manage your money for you. It's like going to Freedom Tire. They'll do your tires. They're going to do your oil change. They know your car. They know the anatomy of your vehicle. Mm-hmm. Wealth Charter knows your anatomy, not literally the anatomy of your finances. How's that for an ad read?
Well, I'm going to go long on something that I realize and is driven home to me every time I leave this beautiful country of ours. I spent the last show bitching about all the bad things about vacation, but I can also bring it back and say it's one of the good things about returning home and realizing what we have. The service industry here is so much better than anywhere I have ever traveled to. You go to a restaurant in Italy or France or the Bahamas, and the service just does not compare to what you get in America. And yeah, they don't work on tips like we do in America, but I think that's part of the drive behind it.
Do they have those machines that make you tip them for?
They do not, which is nice. But at the same time, since they're not working for tips, very, very lacking.
Well, is that why, so when I'm in a third world country or something at the all-inclusives, they're, really strict with you and not tipping these people?
Not these people?
Well, the service industry people. You know what I mean? Because you'll, check into your hotel and they'll be like, do not tip them.
Don't do it. Don't feed the animals.
What is it? Ryan says it's an insult if they get tips. I don't get it. How is it insulting them if they get a tip?
You sick son of a bitch.
I don't want your money.
No, it's
like Memphis.
You don't have to tip them. You would be insane to tip somebody 20% in Italy. You'd be insane to do it. You tip.
I mean, it's a little bit insane
5
here.
to 10%.
I shouldn't have to tip
Tipping
anyone
is insane
20%.
here, but man,
they should get paid more.
You get the service here is so much better than over there, and I get so used to it. I get used to being able to go out to eat, and someone comes over right away, pours you free water, mind you, free water in America. They charge you like $10 a bottle in Europe for water, and then they'll charge you another $10 if you get a second bottle. You get your water. They ask for your drink order. You get your drinks in 5 minutes. You can put in food right away. As soon as you're done eating, you can get your check. Man, over there, you really do have to like flag them down when you want things. They're not going to come over and ask you how things are going every 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
You think it'll be like this in these Irish pubs that I'm heading to?
I don't know. I mean, if you're sitting at a bar at a pub, it's probably different. But you're sitting at a nice restaurant there, and you feel like you've been completely forgotten about. Oh. And it's not like these places are extremely packed, and oftentimes there's a lot of staff. Like there's a lot of staff there, but they're hanging out together. They're moseying around. I think the culture's different. I think people over there also, they want to go out and spend 3 hours at a restaurant.
Yeah, I don't have time here. I got stuff to do.
And maybe that's a problem with us because we're too go, and maybe we have to work too much. We've got too many things going on, and that's better for them, more relaxed. But God, I get so antsy when I'm done and I want to go. Give me the damn check.
By the way,
let's go.
I have an update.
Yeah?
Remember this elderly couple I was going to stay with in Ireland?
Oh, no, they died?
I don't know if they died, but they declined my Airbnb request.
I thought you would talk to them and everything.
Nope, they changed their mind. They shut us down.
Wouldn't you? Aren't you bringing like 11 people and 6 kids?
I got a notice like
they're probably used to getting like 2 people.
I got a notice like 2 days later that it had been denied. Which
I would deny your ass too.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Of course. You can't. You think you just bring. Who do you think you are? Bringing 11
I'm a paying
people.
Customer. I'm a paying customer is what I am.
How big? How big do you think their place is? Like, did it say
we
have 7 beds?
It sleeps 16. I had 11.
It sleeps 16? Okay.
Yes.
All right. 16?
I don't know if it was the kids.
Good God. What is this? The underbelly of the Titanic?
So instead I booked this place that it's like a dormitory.
I think you lucked out here. That sounds terrible. And you still have time. I think tell your kids, mommy and daddy are going to go by ourselves. You don't need to have an Ireland experience.
Well, the problem is we're doing this alpaca cliff tour.
Alpaca?
Whatever they're called. The goats.
How old were you the first time you went to Europe?
I've never been to Europe.
Boom. And you're going to take your little snot-nosed kids.
Downs, I need to bring you into this. Would you take your kids to Ireland? Your kids are good kids.
They are good kids.
Nice kids. They're same age as mine.
They are. Yeah, I can't imagine doing that, no. It's hard enough taking them to, we went to Mississippi in the spring, and going through the airport just for that was like, oh my God, it was so much.
Imagine driving them around along with another family's kids.
So
that's the thing. If I was going to go and stay in one place and stay there and kind of day trip, but you're doing a whole, unless you're going to have to be working. Nah,
so we're doing 10 days and we're staying at a different spot almost every day that we're there.
This trip keeps sounding worse and worse to me.
And my parents are going to be there too. So they're just going to be rolling their eyes at me in the background.
Mm-hmm.
My mom won't. My mom's sweet. My dad will be rolling his eyes. He does not want to go. Dad would rather just be sitting at the Lake of the Ozarks.
I think you got to bail on this thing, man. You got to pull the
pot
plug.
invested.
You have to. What do you mean you're invested? You already paid something?
Yeah.
What'd you put money down on?
Bought the flights.
Flights can be refunded. Get a credit. What else?
Yeah, I could probably get out of all the hotels, to be honest with you.
It's not too late. You still have, 20 days?
I'm going. We're making memories. And I'm going to have a positive attitude. I'm not going to let you.
You'll be making memories, all right. You'll never forget this trip.
The biggest thing I'm concerned about is luggage.
Yeah.
That's my biggest concern for the whole thing. And because I got this little internet pack that they're shipping me from Northern Ireland. So that'll be nice. I'm going to have high-speed internet the whole time.
Wait, hang on a second. So there's 11 people traveling in this group of yours, right? Correct?
Yeah, there's a lot.
What are you renting like a Greyhound bus to
No,
drive
we're
around
renting
this place?
2 SUVs. But the problem is the SUVs over there aren't. It's not like a Suburban, right? Like there's not a ton of room for cargo.
You're not going to be able to see out the back window.
I think I'm only going to have like 3 outfits to wear for like 12 days.
You have to do laundry. Like
that's what I wanted to go to that one old people's house for, because I knew that they would have
You wanted to do laundry over there?
And I thought that lady would do it for me.
And here's the problem with, I'm guessing anyway, I haven't looked up the weather, but I'm guessing this is a difficult packing trip because the weather is right between long sleeve coat.
Chris, my wife is
short
freaking
sleeve
out about
shorts.
this. She thinks we need to go buy all new wardrobes because she's like, I think in her mind, like it's going to be like raining sideways on us, and we're going to be walking around these cliffs.
You're going to need umbrellas too. It will be.
Yeah, you should go there with nothing, find a Walmart, buy all new wardrobes, and then
Irish Walmart.
Throw it away before you leave.
The McWaltons.
Like my kids are staying with my parents tonight. We're going to see Beck down at Waterworks Park with the Des Moines Symphony.
Eric Herman's going to that. He's excited.
Hey, Cade Murphy, we're all going to meet up. It's going to be fun. My kids are staying with my parents one night, and I'm like anxious about packing them. Like I will bring 4 bags to my parents' house in Altoona tonight for
that's
one
a
night.
Real thing. I feel you there.
11 days in Ireland. Holy cow, man.
Williams, I know you struggle with anxiety. This is gonna wreck you, man.
Oh, it already is. It's been toiling.
And you're setting this is week 0 of the football season.
I know.
You are setting yourself up for a disastrous season. You are supposed to be rested and ready for week 0.
And then I got to come back in that South Dakota game.
Yeah, you're worse off than the Cyclones.
The Hawks are coming. I got Cyhawk and RVTV.
Oh my God! Are you going out on RVTV?
I'll be there for a few nights. That's for sure.
Dude, I think you're stressing all of us out. Me, Downs, the listeners, people in the comments are. We're worried for you.
Well, I hope you have a great weekend. I'll make sure and send you a George Niang video cursing you out tonight. How about that? Make your day?
Sure, yeah. That'll make my day.
Appreciate everyone hanging out with us. Just going to end it.
It's
right
good to
now.
be back. It's good to be back. God, my blood pressure's high just thinking about your trip. But if I take a deep breath,
can come.
Take a deep breath and realize that I don't have to experience what you're going to experience, I think I'll be okay.
He is Chris Hassel. Andrew Downs filling in for Van Winks, who's vacationing, and I believe he's in Chicago with his family. He's got 2 kids under the age of 7 walking around downtown Chicago right now. Does that make you feel good?
Nope.
Well, at least it's a safe place.
All right. Have a great rest of your week, everyone. Later.